ourselves, we won't let the world burn away, burn away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake it through the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To blame, haters face the world's mistakes. Wake it through the back of the pack, kill it anyway.
Check, check, check. Check, check, check.
And we feel betrayed.
Check, check, check. Check, check, check.
Wake it through the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To blame,
Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check.
back of the pack, kill it anyway. What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let them burn it out. Sell them to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake it through the back of the pack, kill it anyway. Listen up now, because we're never dropping out. Beat the odds, beat the big house. The brains are bigger than the doubt. We've been thinking for ourselves, never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves, we won't let the world burn away, burn away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to
And greetings, everybody. I hope everybody's having a good day. And before I get started, I've got one button that I need to push. Bear with. There we go. Okay. It's funny. I started off with having some side tone, as in being able to hear myself in the microphone, in the headset. It's actually quite off-putting. Even if there's a wee fraction of a delay. Yeah, thanks, Colonel. It does show that I'm on YouTube. I was having a look at. I'm not really quite sure what to have a look at because I got the Stream Manager, I got live streaming YouTube Studio, and I've got OBS. And yeah, well, thanks for checking as an outsider from this room. You know, it's always nice to know that I'm making it beyond these four walls, as they say. So thank you very much for popping in. So here we are. It's Tram Sim. It's very much like a bus on rails. It came out last year, and it's based around Vienna. Up there on the top right of the screen, you can see it's got level 1, 463 TSP. Yeah, that's points. I'm not really into points, so as soon as I get into the simulator, I'm probably going to cut her off. And I hope the day is treating you well, Colonel. It's very nice to see you. I keep forgetting that you and me are a little bit late. You know, we're up a wee bit later than a lot of other people. I've actually got a clock on my Stream Deck, which is nice. I can see it's 10:05. You know, it's in the wee hours. So what I'm going to try and do here is, I've actually got a new controller, but we'll go into that in a minute. So I'm not going to go through the settings here. What I want to do is actually just get it going. So I've done the tutorials, and I'm probably not going to do the tutorials live because they're rather boring if you're not actually driving a train. It's a case of look at this road sign, look at that road sign, look at this, look at that, look at the next thing, and it becomes a little bit monotonous. So excellent. Yeah, you know what? I was looking at Murphy's stream earlier. You know what? Let me get this going, and I'll get back to you in a moment. Otherwise I'll be here chatting all night. Like I don't want to have a 45-minute introduction when there's only the two of us here at the moment. So bear with me at the moment. So what I'm going to do? There's a couple of buses in here at the moment, and they're actually releasing a new bus. They're actually releasing a new tram tomorrow. I don't know what it is, but at the moment we're just going to do the Flexi, vehicle number 301. I'm going to start at probably 6 o'clock in the morning. Direction and travel, no idea because I don't speak German. And I'm actually only putting very, very few hours on this at the moment. And I mean very, very few hours, just to make sure that it all works. Hopefully, like I was saying, we'll actually get going. So let's make sure the controllers work as well. Here we go, Tram Sim. So I'm just going to let this get started. Yeah, so yeah, it's funny. When J Dub's up, is he in Michigan or Wisconsin? I keep getting MI and WI states mixed up, but so here we are. Let's have a quick look outside. Now, the funny thing about this is I thought myself, a little bit boring perhaps. Let me just change. Seriously, it's a bit like a lot of simulators that you think, a wee bit boring. In fact, let me get rid of the points. There we go. But then I tried it, and I put it at night, and it's actually Michigan like you. Okay, yeah, I thought you guys were close by, so excellent. Yeah, that helicopter that Murphy was testing out, the payware one, that comes out, I'm definitely going to buy it. It appeals to me a lot. Petrol engine and a helicopter. So anyway, let me get this tram underway. We can have a look at the views later on. So, oops. One thing I'm going to do is adjust the sensitivity of the mouse, otherwise I'll be making everybody motion sick. But this is rather good. This is also on the Unreal Engine. Excuse the jitters, that's me moving the mouse around. I think I probably got it set too low. In fact, let's just jump in and get moving. So, we've got a few things that we need to do, but I've just got this set up to start off all on its own as in the engine's going, but you can put the keys in. Again, it's a bit like a very, very small checklist that you have, But, so here we go. And the controller I'm using is the Logitech Farm Machinery Controller. They also call it the Heavy Machinery Controller. It works wonderful. I've got a template that I printed out. Took me like 25 pages of paper to actually get it right, but I've got everything all labelled up so I can see it. So anyway, so let's pick up the first lot of passengers. And let me know if you can hear the game audio. It should be the same as the bus game audio. So if you can do that, we'd much appreciate, mate. So the trick here is to actually stop just before this point here. There we go. And what I'll do is I'll open the doors. I've got a button for door release. Let's have a look outside. They should have had this set up. So that's everybody on. So let's shut the door. Excellent. So as I was saying, this sound, thanks Colonel, to me this seemed a little bit boring. I will be happy to admit that. But it's like a lot of simulators once you actually get into them. And that ding, don't ask me what it is, but I'm going to get moving. And but yeah, this Logitech controller, I absolutely love it. So those two little white dots on the right hand side mean straight on for trams. And I've also got, if you can see that little red line moving around in the middle, I've got the thumb wheel set so that I don't go above 30 kilometers an hour, and I don't know what the speed limit is. It's like the bus all over again. So that ding, I think.
Karlsplatz. Umsteigen zu U1, U2, U4, D, 2, 71, 2a, 59a.
Absolutely. And here I am talking to the talking to the announcer again. So yeah, this is a lot of firsts for me. I've got a new controller, a new simulator, and it looks like I'm blinding people. But this is still considered beta. Yet again, another beta game that I get. So if you have a look, slow down, James. If you have a look at the traffic lights, you'll see the red light and the 3 dots, dotted line across. That means stop for trams. There we go. That's that means go ahead. The two dots there to the left means go ahead to the left. Yeah, and you know it's funny. I've noticed that you no longer do, and Murphy no longer does it. It's a case of keep your train of thought, don't read the chat and forget what you're saying. Which is what I do a lot. So here we go. Let's pick up these motley crew. So I'm not on timetable mode. This is just me running around random. Let me see. Yep. Okay, the 2 dots mean stop. And let's open those doors. So I want to see. So you see that little yellow dot in the front of between the rails in front there? That is what you're supposed to stop. What I've found is most of them seem to be next to traffic lights. So there we go, those three dots again across. I have no idea what that means. As I said, there is a good manual with this actually. I haven't got around to looking at it yet. But you know me. So yeah, this is the Unreal Engine again. Yet another train from another simulator from our friends in Europe, and love it, absolutely love it. To me, this is almost as relaxing as the bus. I don't have to steer, but you do find that the AI people do step on the crossing sometimes, so you have to keep your wits about you. It actually tells you. There we go, 2 white dots. Nope, I haven't hit the release end for the doors. So let's see if we can get round here. And I'm not sure if this is Track IR compatible or not. But now is this where I stop? Yeah, it is. It's another stop. And see this one, I don't actually know where the yellow dot is, but I'm going to stop here anyway. There we go.
Burgring. Umsteigen zu 57a.
One of these days I'm going to have to learn what they're saying, I tell you. So it looks like I'm at the wrong stop, or there's nobody actually on the tram to get off. So let's get going again. So I don't know if I'm supposed to stop back there or here. I don't know if the HUD helps. No, it doesn't really, does it? It doesn't really help. But there is a name on my display, Burgring, and this says Haltestelle, which is probably... I need to stop anyway. Let's open the doors, because I don't know. Let's have a look. Nope, nobody wants off. So let's release those doors again. When I say release the doors, maybe I need to elaborate. There's 2 sets of commands here. There's a door release, which means you've been to Germany, Colonel. That means that anybody that wants to get on or off, they just press the button and they can get off. And the door release end means that they can't do that. Then there's also an open and close the doors manually as well if I want to do that. But there are speed limits, and again, I don't know my way around here. I think it's now I'm not sure if it covers 25 kilometers or whether the route itself is 25 kilometers long, but I need to read it. And again, as you can see there, the speed limit there is 30 on my speedometer because I set it not to go above that. And again, it's only because I see I'm doing it again. Oh, stop, hang on. I'm reading the chat, not focusing. Hang on. Hey Winnicott, how you doing, my friend? Now which one do I stop at? I'm going to stop down here because I've no idea. There we go. Now the funny thing is, I was trying to read your name there, mate. You've got blue on a blue background. Because I'm looking at the Restream iBot. Let me open the doors, hang on. Bear with. There we go. And this is another problem with the AI. It'll sit there. Oh, there we go. Excuse the way they walk. Yeah, we're on a tram today, mate. We're on a tram. So, yeah, this is called Tram Sim, of all things. And as I was telling the Colonel, it's, you know, you can control the pantograph and control a few things. I'm getting into it, if that makes sense. It's like any sim. Hang on, let me shut the doors. I need to move. Right, there's the two white lights. It's one of those things, until you've tried it, you think, okay, this is very linear. You jump in a tram, you move forward, you stop. You jump in a tram, you move forward, you stop. Much like the bus. But to be honest, I've played it now maybe 4 or 5 hours, just to make sure all my controls are working, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. You know, with a field.
Volkstheater. Umsteigen zu U3. 46, 49, 48A.
I don't like talking over the announcers. Too polite. So there's those 3 white dots on the right hand side. I was telling the Colonel that's the stop signs for the trams. There's lots of different signs here, and I got my head around most of them, but the speed limit is one that I don't, so I've just set this. If you see that little red pointer moving in the middle on the display, I've got that set to 30 because I don't know what the speed limit is. I think it said you're not allowed to go above 25 kilometers at a station, but does that mean if you're just driving through or if you're stopping? You know what I mean? The approach speed, perhaps. So I just set it to 30 until I know otherwise. And this isn't a timed scenario. This is just me going to get... Stay there, dude. This is me just learning it. It's an open scenario, in other words. You can just set your own time and your own journey. And it does jitter a lot. You know, as I said, this came out August last year, I think. It's another beta, Geonica. It's another beta game that I'm playing. So, one thing I did turn off is emergency brakes. So here's the thing. If you have a look at the top there, you've got the white diamond, and you've also got, right, the A means that I can close the doors and get ready to move, and the white arrow pointing towards the right means that the track has been set to go to the right. I've forgotten what the white diamond means. Anyway, let's get moving. Volkstheater? Yeah, I know, Jet. But I appreciate you guys stopping by and having a wee look. Today I'm using Restream.io. I thought I'd give it a go. Oh, let's stop first. So let's get down the ground, and then I'll show what it looks like when I open the doors. Okay. So let's do a door release. You'll see that they'll all pile in and pile off on their own. I don't actually have to open the doors here. So that means they're all clear of the doors on that side. You'll hear different beeps depending on which doors are clear. So I'm waiting until all the doors go. Yep, and I've hit the door release. Now if you have a look at the doors, you'll see when I hit the door release it lights up. Same as any of the trams that you guys have probably been on. It means you can now operate the door, and that means they're now disengaged. So let's... there's no lights here, is there? No. Yep, more bings that I have no idea. I need to go through the training again. I'm as good on this as I am with the bus, except I did accidentally knock into somebody. I'm not going to say it was bad. It was just I knocked into them because they were crossing, and you get a little disclaimer saying something like, "You injured a pedestrian. Are you aware?" Which is nice. You know, as you know, I'm not into doing anything like that. I want to keep everybody all safe. Oh, stop. Excellent. So let's get that door on. I made it just in time there. So there's the yellow dot that was mentioned to the Colonel. That is what you're supposed to stop on. But I only just saw it. So, yeah. So above the three white dots, you'll see a little block. When I see an A in there, that means that I get ready to move. So I press the door release off. So that means they can't open the doors. But there's somebody just still getting in, so there we go. Excellent. I can move again. Yep, moving the trains. I will actually be going to trains during the car eventually. And I think I run a 3-bar light there. As in I went through when I shouldn't have. But yeah, I'll eventually get back to Train Simulator. I've got everything from Train Simulator World 2 to Train Simulator 2020. See, now she just said it, and I am definitely still not going to try and pronounce that. Now, which one is it? Is it that one? I don't know. I need to learn the route better. But yeah, so I've got Train Sim World, Train Simulator 2021, and Microsoft Train Simulator. And I tell you, I know they were going to bring out a Train Simulator 2, and it's a shame they didn't. But we all know what happened with the games department of Microsoft, which is a shame. There we go. Somebody was holding the door open. Right. Sit down and be quiet. There we go. Rascal, how you doing, my friend? Yeah, you know, this is, oops, hang on. I need to remember to stop. Yeah, this is a Tram Sim. It's new-ish. It came out probably August last year, I think. It's another beta game. They just did an update, actually, today. At the moment, what I'm trying to do is just make sure all the controls work. And I'm streaming on YouTube and... Let me get through here. Excellent, they're waiting. I'm streaming on YouTube and Twitch at the moment just to try it out. Because I'm not a, what do you call that? Not associate. Right, see that thing on the left? That had the 2 white lights and the black cross on the white background. That means the next set of lights are good to go. So there we go. And they just changed. And I did it again, didn't I? I'm talking, then reading the chat and then losing my train of thought. But yeah, it's I do like this. It's based around Vienna, so I have a feeling, and I apologise to anybody that's watching this, I have a feeling they're speaking German, perhaps? Perhaps somebody can correct me. Right, where's that dot? There's the dot. Let's try and stop. Excellent. Oh, I haven't stopped. There we go. Let's look round. Hey, look at that, you know, it's incredible. I love it. Absolutely love it. So let's open the doors actually while I'm talking. Yeah, it's... yeah, you know what, I think they're speaking German. But I'm not sure. I lived in Germany for a few years, but I think the only thing I could ever ask for was pommes mit mayo and einmal Dose Cola. Einmal Tasse Cafe, cup of coffee, whatever. That's how good my German is. Anyway, let me shut this door and get moving. This is why I'm always late. In fact, there's no point actually because we've got the three lights of doom. Can't move. But I'm trying not to move this around too much, but there you go. I mean, there's a lot of switches and stuff, and these all work. And you hear that buzzing. I'm not sure if it comes through or not. But this is, you know, obviously, well, in fact, let's get going. This is it's changed. Drat. I missed, yeah, 16 years. Yep, I hear you, buddy. Einmal Dose Cola? Oh. Yeah, it's amazing. You learn the things to get you by, like how to order beer, and food. And you know what? I was lazy. I was a typical... No, let me reword this. I was a young soldier. Had money. I was abroad. And I should have put some time into learn the language. So let me close the doors. See, there's somebody holding the doors open again. There we go. So one thing... in fact, let's get moving actually. Oh, and they changed again. Awesome. This is why I never get anywhere. This is why I never get anywhere. Yeah. You know, it's... me and Annalisa are working on something, and... yeah, our ticket taker. Yeah, we need her. So, I tell you what, it looks like everybody's watching me from Twitch at the moment. I appreciate everybody stopping by. Hope you're enjoying the stream. As I said when I started, I initially looked at this and thought, it's, you know, is it going to be worth playing? And like anything, it's like reading a book. You know, you might think the story's not there and all the rest of it, but I've played this about 5 hours now, and I'm finding this, I have the lights on in the room just so I can see the keyboard, but I'm finding myself relaxed. I don't have to steer.
Pause. Umsteigen zu D. In Richtung Nussdorf.
Hurry up.
40A.
Yep, we got it. There's, oh, see that? So that on the right there means that the next 6 lights are at stop. They put that at corners where you can't see the actual lights. And I forgot my train of thought again. I know we're talking about Annalisa and train ticket. Oh yeah, relaxing. But I don't know, this to me is just totally relaxing. Absolutely relaxing. I love it. What could be more relaxing than jumping on a tram in Vienna in the wee hours of the morning, eh? You know? I mean, it's a lot more relaxing than being on my bus, I tell you. And I haven't broken a single wing mirror. Now, which one do I stop at? Borscht. I'm going to stop here because I don't know any different. How big is this thing anyway? It's oh look, they've advertised it, Tram Sim. So yeah, it looks like we are actually covering both of those platforms. Do you have platforms for trams? Yeah, so probably there's that dot there. There's a... Oh, it's a triangle. Interesting. Okay. But yeah, I do find this very, very interesting. Graphics, you know, again, this is still a beta. I can say that in most of the games I play, to be honest. It's still a beta. And they did an update today. Not quite sure what they did. But anyway, let me shut the doors and get moving. As I said, this is not timed in any way. It's just me out for a bimble. But I'm thoroughly enjoying it. So, that light there on the right, it was 2 lights to the left and 1 light down. That means I was clear to go to the left. But I know this route actually goes straight on, so... So, oh, there we go. I'm just testing in my my little call to action banners. So I'd like to welcome everybody here today. Like I say, it's very, very kind of you. As you can see, my YouTube channel is Seamus McNeil. My Twitch channel is Seamus McNeil. I wonder if you can guess what my Discord channel is. Wait for it. There we go. Discord, Seamus McNeil. How cool is that? You know, I managed to get the same name on everything. I had to misspell the McNeil part. Normally it's M-A-C. M small c is a version of it, but I had to take out the A, but that's fine. So if you haven't already, you know, a follow on Twitch would be appreciated. But if not, it's no big deal, and I appreciate your company. Hope everybody's having a great day. So I was telling the Colonel earlier, I've actually got a clock on Stream Deck, which I didn't realise they did, because I'm useless at remembering what time it is. And I've got a timer on there as well, but I mean, I've been streaming for 30 minutes already, and it really doesn't feel like it. It really does not feel like it at all. So see the A, that means I can shut the doors. I wonder if A is like attention, Achtung perhaps. You know, attention, get ready. And I have no idea what speed I can go around these corners at either. But look, I think that's was...
Schottenring. Umsteigen zu U2, U4, 31, 3A.
Absolutely. So I think the light's changed here. Can't see it for the tree. Yeah, there we go, stop I think. Is it? No. No, that's on the left, so I think we're good. Famous last words, I think we're good. Hear that? You know, I love the sounds. And like as was shown the Colonel earlier, see there up on the top left, that's called your HUD. I don't need it. It tells you I'm level 1 with 565 points of something. I'm not really into collecting points for things. Oh, there's the yellow dot. Excellent. Oh, thank you, tree. And let's turn around. And I apologise for this jerky movement. As I said, I'm not. I haven't got everything all set up the way I'd like at the moment. But I'm really loving this Logitech farm machinery controller or heavy machinery controller. It really suits us because it's got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 buttons. It's got 29 buttons and an analog controller in the middle. And if you have a look at it, it's basically, it's a joystick. So I just push it forward to move and I pull it back to brake. I can't set it all the way back as an emergency brake. But I'm really trying to not drive that desperately. Oh, I've got a full house here. I'm trying to not drive that desperately that I need to apply the emergency brake. But look at that. You know, I came along here earlier and the lights were off. And yeah, totally love it. Oh, there's an advertisement for Tram Sim on the right. Yeah, this isn't... this hasn't been out very long, as I said. It's still in beta, and I think they've done...
Salztorbrücke. Umsteigen zu 2A. Flughafenbus.
Absolutely.
Bitte seien Sie achtsam.
Dear.
Andere brauchen Ihren Sitzplatz vielleicht notwendiger.
She's still going.
Connections to airport bus.
Hey! There we go. So I bet you I probably have to stop just in front of this light. There we go. So the AI is a little bit robotic, shall we say? But you know what? This isn't an AI game. This is a Tram Sim game, and I think they've still done a fine job here. You know, I mean, look at that. Do you see that guy on the left there? He actually sat down. Excellent. Most excellent. So, and as I said before, the sign on the light, as soon as I see the A, that means attention, I'm assuming, and get ready to move again. A lot of AI people. I turned it to minimum. That's still a lot of AI people. What do we call AI people? AI people? I'm sure there must be a name for AI people. But all of those controls on the right there, I've got them all mapped. So I wonder if you can see them. Let's look down. There we go. So, yeah, you see that on the blue button? And then I press the green button. And these are all mapped. I wonder if the open door... Yep, that was the bottom blue button. Bottom red button. So, here's me playing with buttons again. Oh look, the lights have changed. Alright, let's get going. But yeah, that was nice that she said in English that it connects to the airport. The airport bus. Yeah, I need to do this a few more times, as I said, to really get to grips with where the stop points are.
Schwedenplatz. Umsteigen zu U1. U4. 2. 2a.
Schwedenplatz, one I can actually say. Schwedenplatz. Right, so the next light is a stop for me at the moment. So let's slow down. Ah, and it's changed. And that actually happens. That sign actually just tells you what the current state of the lights ahead are. So it gives you a chance to anticipate. It said stop, so I slowed down a wee bit, and by the time I got there, it actually changed to forward or go or whatever you want to call it. And it actually, the tram does have indicators as well. So where's the yellow dot? There it is. Or yellow triangle anyway. Okay. So yeah, I'm not sure if you can see them outside. Let's have a quick look. So let's see if you can actually see these. Yeah, there we go. Because they do share the road with the cars. How cool is that? I'm very easily pleased. Right, shut the doors, James. So that sign on the right, again, I think that's probably for the right lane. It's go for them, but I don't see one for me. So I'm just going to have to go for it. Oh, there's the stop. Okay. But yeah, this is quite. I'm quite enjoying it. I thought I wouldn't enjoy it as much as I am. But you know, if you want to spend a couple of hours just in a quiet simulator and without too much panic, this is actually good. And it is, to repeat myself, when I started the stream, I said it looked very linear. You know, you jump in the tram, you move, you stop, you move, you stop, you move, you stop, you move, you stop. You know, but like anything, once you get into it, was that a light change? I can actually turn on the cab lights as well. I got that mapped to a button, and also the passenger lights as well, but they don't need them. I think it's daylight enough out there, which again is another little added. Oh, time to go. The effort that these guys and girls put into these sims, I think, is incredible. I mean, you think, you know, somebody has to go around Vienna mapping all this lot out.
Julius-Raab-Platz.
I'm definitely not going to try and pronounce that. But the good thing about this is, unlike the bus, there is actual other tram AI traffic, as you saw there, coming towards me, which is good. So I have a feeling I'm probably going to be... Now, I don't know if I'm going straight on or to the right here. Straight on them. Straight on them, good. Okay. Now I need to stop, actually. And again, I'm looking for the yellow dot on the ground. I have a feeling they do actually have these yellow dots in real life. So let's open the doors. There you go. Oh, nearly empty. And another button that I've got mapped to is I can open and close just this door here. They call it the just door 1. So if I want to just open that on its own, you know, like maybe to let the driver in and out. I'm going to try something actually. I'm going to do the door release off. I wonder if it'll let me... So the door releases end. Yeah, okay. So yeah, so it closes all the passenger doors, but it opens and closes this one, so that's good. Alrighty. And the sound of the indicators inside is quite cool as well, I think. Not too bad. I mean, how can you ruin the sound of indicators? So, the lights ahead are at stop. Where'er they be, that's the trouble. Where is it?
Hintere Zollamtstraße.
Where is it?
Umsteigen zu O. In Richtung Draxstraße.
So I either missed it, or I drove through, and I drove through it perhaps. there are a couple of buttons that don't seem to work very well, because I got a button that says, oops, stop. It says high beam, but I press it and nothing actually happens. Not a problem. And you can't actually raise a ticket like you can in the bus, you know, by pressing F1. I'm not sure how you would do it with this. So ahead it looks like the, yeah, with that left pointing line, that means the track is set for straight ahead. So sometimes there's only really two, it's left or to the right. When it's on the left, on a straight track like this, it just means you can go straight ahead. I'm going to pull up here anyway. Oh, door release, there we go. And that's good, it doesn't actually let you drive while the door release is still engaged. So I'm not sure, do I stop here because I'm now blocking? I need to learn this a lot better because I'm now blocking the track to the right. I don't know if you're allowed to do that. Okay, so there's the A. This is when I would normally press the door release end. Look at that, look at the lights shining off the tracks there from the oncoming tram. So that there we go, that there was cleared to go down the right track, which I'm not going. There we go, straight ahead. So as I said earlier, I hope everybody's having a good day. I was in two minds whether or not to try this stream or not, because there was too many new things, too many new buttons. I've been modifying the Stream Deck as well. In OBS I've now got my own profile. I call it UTwitch. I don't know how else to name it. You know, when I'm streaming on Twitch and YouTube.
In Richtung Praterstern.
And also I've got a new scene set as well, which is for the tram itself. But I think, you know, the more I do this, the more I actually get sorted out with remembering to stop. Yeah, not what I was going to say, but you get the point. So what other views have we got? So there's a trackside view. Not sure if you'd call it there. It's Strassenbahn. I seriously love this, honestly. I mean, just look at it. The fact that she's stuck in the door there, but I think the bus AI is actually better. But again, you know, I'm not one that actually compares one game to another. It's different, you know. I'm sure that all of this takes up resources, and it's not the. I mean, look at the walking. The walking's actually very, very good, and the way that they sat down was very, very good as well. But yeah, I'm not going to criticise it in any way. It's not the way that we do things. So what else have we got? I think that's it as far as views are concerned. Nope. So I don't see any for the tram. So when it says there's nothing specific for the tram. So I can't move. Somebody's. That was that girl that was stuck in the door, wasn't it? This is when we need Annalisa. Winged llama. You know what, my friend? It's good. First of all, it's good to see you. I'm sure everyone here already knows the winged llama. Man, when you start flying those aircraft with the hang on, I need to focus. When you start flying the aircraft with steam gauges, mate, I tell you what, I'm seriously thinking about getting that 737 that you were flying yesterday. It was very good. And yeah, I do actually fly simulators, winged simulators as well. But to your point, a lot of people don't realise that a lot of the driving sims are out there. Everyone has heard of Euro Truck Simulator, American Truck Simulator, but there's Bus Simulator 18, I think it's called, which I've also got. There's Fernbus, which I've mentioned before is the predecessor to the bus. That's out there. And this is Tram Sim, and this came out August last year. You know, yeah, I tell you what, honestly, it's that 737, mate, was good. I mean, I still keep buying DLC for Microsoft Flight Simulator and X-Plane and P3D and FSX. Oh, look at the buildings. Look at that church. And I even bought some what is it, clouds and stuff, or not clouds. What would it be? Texture replacements for. Am I going to get round here? Come on, peeps. I actually bought some textures for Flight Simulator 2004. So, you know, I love all the simulators. You know, I don't have a. I've spent a lot of money over the years on all of them, so I just keep them all going. You know, when I see something nice like the 737, I'm sure I'll buy it. I think my favourite aircraft in X-Plane at the moment is the Scottish Bulldog. Scottish Aviation Bulldog. That I remember walking past that. Yeah. Oh yeah. We're going way back, my friend. I remember seeing that. Me and my sister would walk up towards Turnhouse Airport in Edinburgh, and these aircraft were parked. Literally, I say parked. They were literally inches away from the side of the road, because we would pass them and we would look at it, and what was there? A Scottish Aviation Bulldog. You know. What one's that you haven't tried, mate? Which one's that you haven't tried? Oh, and I just opened the doors again. So this is when we need Annalisa to start sorting out these passengers. Get out my doors. There we go. But earlier on, I knocked. I'll see. I tapped a pedestrian, and I came up with the Bulldog. Yeah. I tapped a pedestrian, and this little sign comes up and says something like, "You hit a pedestrian," or I don't think it's as dramatic as "you hit." But I like that. You know, this isn't Grand Theft Auto. This isn't me driving the bus. You know. And to be honest, I think most people that are going to try this simulator out are not going to be trying to do not 3-point turns. What do you call it? Wheel spins and stuff in the middle of the road, are they? You know, the tram. All right, there we go. Oh, there's a new lady. Haven't seen her before. Thank you. Yeah, I tell you what, mate. That the Scottish Aviation Bulldog. If it's just a true classic, and I can't remember the publisher of it, but you know, there is only the one out there at the moment that I'm aware of. But it's a beaut, I tell you. I remember flying it from Shoreham Airport, and I don't know if you happened to catch Murphy's stream earlier on it that Orbix have just released Shoreham Airport for. Did I shut the doors? Yeah, Shoreham Airport for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. No llamas were harmed in the production of this video, my friend. Especially that pink dancing one. And now I can't see the light. Oh dear. Alright. Am I going to have to move? I could get out my chair, but you know what? No, let's not bother. Let's look at it from the outside. Oh, there we go. So the two white dots, clear to move to the left. Yeah, I think even when I was younger, I was never really into the Grand Theft Auto style. I got nothing against them, you know. Just not my cup of tea, you know. Look at this, taxis and buses. And there's the AI again. Love it, absolutely love it.
Umsteigen zu 80A.
Come on guys, I'm going to stop. But yeah, I think there was a patch for Tram Sim out today. I know there was Fernbus. I think Fernbus is on patch number 28. And Fernbus is done by TML Studios, which do the bus. So they're still updating that as well. And I'm going to have a go of it because if anybody's watched The Squirrel, you'll see that he's done a lot of Fernbus videos, a lot of Fernbus streams. And as I said before, they're intercity. You know, it's intercity, whereas this tram and the bus is intracity. It's but I still need to try Tourbus. I'm not quite sure what that's all about. Okay, next signal is straight on, so get ready to stop just in case. Please don't change. I don't actually have the emergency brake set up. We're good. Okay. Yeah, and as I mentioned earlier, I don't have an emergency brake set up because I don't anticipate, famous last words, I don't anticipate actually needing an emergency brake if I keep my wits about me. But I'm also not doing... Oh, I think I was supposed to stop there. I'm also not doing... what am I not doing? Yeah, I'm not doing a scheduled run either. So really, I let these...
Am Ziel. Auf
I'll-
Wiedersehen.
Yeah, auf Wiedersehen. What if she said this is the last stop? That would be interesting. So, yeah, this isn't a timed schedule or anything. And there is another tram on here, and they've released another one, or if you're in the UK, they probably have already released it, or in Europe. So I'm going to check that out later as well. But at the moment, I'm just trying to get my head around this, because I'm sure that once I start doing the scheduled route, all of these buttons are going to start coming into play as well. But look at that, isn't that nice? That's the thing about being at, you know, a QFE of 0 feet. You know, you actually get to admire the scenery from within it. I know where we are. I know where we are. I think I started here. Wonder where the yellow dot is. Oh, there it is. Okay, let's stop. Excellent. Right, let's see if everybody gets off. Oh, I better open the doors. Look at that, like clockwork. Love it. How cool is that? Now, if I was actually set up, I'd be tempted to jump in the bus right now. But I wasn't actually. As I said, this is a lot of firsts. I've got new simulator, new game controller, the Logitech farm machinery controller. I got new Stream Deck buttons set up. I've got a new mouse actually. I've got the Razer Thunderbolt. Yeah, I'm terrible with names. It's one that it has its own docking station. It's light as a feather, so that's also new. As I said, I'm using Restream.io, which is also new. So I didn't want to try and shovel too many things in the one bucket, shall we say. But I think, therefore, I'm going to do another one. So everybody's welcome to hang around and watch me do another journey here. I appreciate you being here in the first place, and very much appreciate. So let me, right, so I do need to adjust the dots per inch on the mouse. Let's have a look. Back to game. How do I do this? Back to main menu. There we go. Yeah, TSP. I can't remember what it's. Tram Simulator points or Tram Sim points. Yeah, not my cup of tea really. So, oh, there we go. From April the 29th, available Tram Sim DLC type ULF. The ULF is the first low-floor streetcar generation. Changelog version 1.2. A new update is here as well. Okay, get back to the one I was reading. There we go. 2 different vehicle lengths in the short 5-car version ULF-A and the long 7-car version. Wow. Okay. You know what? If you're driving a tram, that's exciting news. You know, it doesn't get more exciting than that if you're driving a tram. So, excellent. I'm not going to click on anything else, but yeah, so from the 29th, and I think it's the 29th in Europe. So, excellent. I'm looking forward to that. So, anyway, let's create a new game. Open world. Like I said, I can go to timetable mode, which I'm seriously not going to do at the moment. And I'm going to 3 in the morning. Let's see how many people are about 3 in the morning. I know they wouldn't be on my bus at the moment. Now, I don't know what the bus vehicle number does. As I said, I've only just got this a couple of days ago. Direction of travel. Let's try the other direction. Summer. Christmas. There is something that I'm going to mention, and I really... Let me show you. So it's got COVID mode. I will never turn that on now. Again, Squirrel mentioned it in his stream. Is it a bit of a joke? Is it, is it just because of the times that we're in? Who knows? People do like to simulate real world stuff, but I'm never going to put it on because I think I've said that C word once, and that's enough. It'll never be repeated on any of my streams, but it's definitely going to be kept off. And startup vehicle, off or on. Off means it's already started. And when I get a wee bit better at driving it, then I'll probably turn it off. But that's the advanced mode options on there. But anyway, so we've got winter, summer, Christmas. I'm going to try Christmas and see what it does. 3 in the morning on Christmas. Yeah. Tram challenges, never looked at yet. Profile, I don't care. So let's give it a go. Let's start again. So I see everybody's all watching on Twitch. You're very, very welcome to the stream. I hope the day has treated you well wherever you're from. And, oh, there we go. There we go. An empty tram. And yeah, this is a lot easier if you're using an Xbox controller to do all this moving around, and it's not as bad. But wow, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A 5-car tram. Yeah, you know what, Colonel? You have said that so many times, my friend, and it is so true, Absolutely, absolutely. And and I don't think it was their intention to do that. I think they were just showing a sign of the times. But yeah, I'm 100% behind you there, mate. This really is an escape. It's like you made a comment on your stream the other day, and you're flying along, and I could see you're chilled out, you're relaxed, you're surrounded with friends in the flight simulator. You know what I mean? It's like all you need is a little glass of wine or a glass of whiskey or whatever it is, a beer, even a cup of tea, And that's what simming is all about. Absolutely, my friend. But look at this. Whoop. Oh, I got it. What have I got this set to? Let me turn this down. There we go. Turning down the sensitivity of the mouse. But look at this. One of these days, I'm going to get back to Germany. Mind you, at the moment, I need to get back to Scotland. I've already got my flights booked for the 9th time. So hopefully flying out on the 20th of July. Look at this lot. So hopefully flying out on the 20th of July. But it'll be the first time in 2 years, actually, that I've been back. But it's all good. Scotland's not going anywhere. So anyway, unlike this train needs to be moving. So let's see if the lights do anything different. No. Okay. Oh, the cab lights are coming on. That's view 2. Yeah, not to worry. Anyway, door release done. Let's get moving. And again, this is another... I've got the HUD on, don't I? Get rid of that. Yeah, and you know what? Whether it's a simulated game or first-person shooter, which, is a simulator, or a quiz game, a puzzle game, whatever you call it, it really is an escape. And if you can get enjoyment out of them and meet some cool people, like everybody here, that's the thing. It's like I get a chance to hear you guys talk on your stream, and you now get a chance to hear me talk on my stream. So it's like we know each other now. We're all friends, and that's a good thing. Oh yeah. I wish it was cold in the room, mate, I tell you. I've got the door shut because the air conditioning's outside. And, yeah, I wish it was cooler in here. I missed me stop, actually. Yeah, doesn't it look good? Oh, look at that. So that's something that's cool, and they've done that on the bus now. Again, I apologise, I don't know who the publisher is of this. But look at that, they've dressed for winter. Ah, ticket machines. I wonder if I can move around here. There is a view where I can move around, but I cannot remember which button to press. So, it's an academic point at the moment. So that was 2 multiple times, okay. Look at that, ticket machines on the bus. You know what, yeah, 100% mate, 100%. It's funny, isn't it? Now I'm thinking, I wonder how tall Murphy is. Strange the things that come through your mind. You're thinking, I wonder how tall Murphy is. Anywho, right. And I mean that... Oh, door's open. And I mean that in the nicest way. Yeah. Yeah, so I hope you guys get to meet up in Oshkosh next year. That would be great. Listen, I'll probably be heading the opposite direction. So, oh, hear this. Yeah, it's got a bell and I don't know when I'm supposed to press it. And there's also a pantograph. Now, if I press high beam, see nothing's happening.
Wittelsbachstraße. Umsteigen zu 80a.
So, I don't think I've got the lights set up properly. And I don't think the wipers work either, but I'm not sure. Oh, let me set myself back to 30 kilometers an hour. Yeah, I tell you what, mate. Two-Tone Murphy, the energy in that guy. He never stops, you know, from the start of his stream to the end. He's like an Energizer bunny for sure. And then Mrs. Two-Tone keeps him straight and narrow though. Maybe not so narrow, you know. He does wander around a lot, but with the wigs and everything. But yeah, they're definitely a good pair, you know. They're definitely a good pair. She does so much for Two-Tone Murphy's stream. She does a heck of a lot for Two-Tone Murphy's stream. Yeah, it's getting rather warm in this room. I wish it was as cold as it looks, Wing Glamour. Where's my lights? So, okay, so the next light is at stop. But I can't see the light. Where's the light? Ah, here we go. Okay. So I've got to remember. And again, I'm not actually... I don't think... I must have been down here. Okay, so the A means get ready to go. So I've got to remember there's lights for the cars and the trams, actually. Yes, absolutely, Colonel. Absolutely. Oh yeah, I mean, she's awesome. She's awesome. As is Murphy. They're a good team together.
Löwengasse. Umsteigen zu 4a.
Where's my lights? My lights are green. Okay. See, to me, this is awesome. This is absolutely awesome. There's my yellow dot. And as I said, I don't have an emergency brake set up, and I'm glad I don't, because I don't know. I don't really think I need it. I don't think I need it. Oh, light crew today. I can't remember what time it was. Oh, it's 3 o'clock in the morning, that's why. But yeah, I'm sure he... Right, let me check the lights here. What have we got? Oh, you know what? Oh. Yeah, I think the light... Yeah, the crossing is green, so I think that on the right there was for me. So let's get around. I've already messed up this junction. But I do like the lighting. I'm intrigued as to... Let her talk. Oh, that's somebody wanting off. I'm intrigued as to how everything's going to work with DX12. And, you know, I wonder if it's going to fix a few ailments or create more problems than we have already. And I don't mean bad problems, you know, just the minor niggles that we have. So where is this stop? I definitely do need to run this run up and down a few more times, because that route that we did was not the complete route. And as I said earlier, if you weren't on the stream, it either covers a 25 kilometre area, or the route itself is 25 kilometres. I'm not quite sure. Now this is cool. Okay, sorry, I'm looking at my Streamlabs bots, or the bots from, they seem to be working. Cool. Nice. It's like I was saying, I'm not. What's that thing that you get that's called A? When you get like 50 followers. I can't remember what you call it now. I don't have that worry at the moment, so I'm just streaming on both. Associate, affiliate. That's right. Affiliate. But it's not. You know what I mean. My goal isn't to reach affiliate. My goal is to have fun and stream, and if that happens, then great. You know, it's. I'm not after titles, or I mean, it would be good. That would be like the first step in the right direction. Do I want to go any further in affiliate? Probably not. You know, it's. I know the work that all you guys do, and it is a lot of work. But who knows? You know, never say never, as they say. Yeah, and that's exactly it. I remember my first ever stream, and this was last year, Colonel. I think you and Alison were on it when I was just testing out. I was a nervous wreck, and then this year when I started streaming again, I was a nervous wreck. And then you showed up, Colonel, and I thought, I'm a nervous wreck. But because I thought, please don't let it be somebody I know. But since I started doing this semi-regularly now, oh, look at the road signs on the right. That's cracking. Love it. But since I started doing this, I really love the connection. You know, it's back to the fact I know how all you guys and girls sound. I'm looking at you chatting in the chat, and you're listening to me bump my gums. Life is good. I wish I had a drink, actually. Oh, I got one. Coke Zero. Yeah, cracking stuff. Oh, I just did a loud gulp. I apologise for that. So there we go. The A. Door release shut. Yeah, but let me get going. And I'll talk. But yeah, you guys made me really relax and enjoy it. And now it's like when you guys show up, you're old friends. You know, you're not out to do anything other than just sit down, have fun, and just relax for a couple of hours.
Hintere Zollamtstraße.
Look at the cars.
O. In Richtung Raxstraße.
I seriously need to find out who the developer is for this. Okay. But look at that, you know. And if I wasn't talking to everybody, you know, I'd be just sitting in my cab driving the tram. Yeah, you know what, Colonel, 100% as always, mate. Yeah, enjoy streaming. And it's very strange to sit here, the technology that we have, that I can sit in my basement chatting to whoever wants to listen in across the globe. And I'm playing a game, I'm playing music, I've got buttons, you know, it's... Technology is truly amazing. And I really wish View App Publisher, Aerosoft... You know, it's funny because Aerosoft publish, maybe I should have said, oh, right, okay, I misread. The developer is View App, the publisher is Aerosoft, okay. And they're the publisher for Fernbus and The Bus and Tourbus and all those other ones. Thanks, Colonel, I appreciate you looking that up, mate. Alright. But look at that, they've all got their coats on. I don't know, I just see what I mean. It's like we've been at this for, well, just over an hour. And you see what I mean? I think it just captures your imagination. You're sitting at the tram with me, we're just chatting away. I love it. I'm going to, oh, there we go, there's the A. Awesome, let's keep moving. So one thing I don't know if you get, let me just do this now actually. Where are we? Where's my mouse? Oh, there's my mouse. So yeah, so let me just go through this a little bit. So, oh, I need to change this again. I keep changing the dots per inch so I can move it. So that there, that red line, that is like a speed control. And again, I don't really want to bump it up to 60 until I learn what the speed limits are. But then lower down it goes 5, 15, 25. So I have that set on 30. Let's get back up to 30. Yeah, a lot of these other ones I think you can. No, these are... Yeah, okay, these are just for sure. Oh, okay. Disable doors 1 and 2. Nice. Don't know what these other ones are. Okay, so I need to look into that, and I don't know what that is. Indicators, I guess? Yeah. Oh, and there's the blinker. So I need to get myself a little stick like that. All it is just a, yeah, probably 2-pole switch. They're a little bit expensive, that's why I haven't bought one yet, but I'm going to get one like that, and then I still plan on building my own button box. But I wanted to play, and that's why I got this Logitech farm controller, or farm machinery controller, or heavy machinery controller, whatever you want to call it. And so, you know, this is absolutely excellent. If I never build my button box for another year, this is going to do absolutely splendidly. So, but yeah, so it looks like there's a couple of things here. What else have we got? Let's have a look. Okay. See, these are all clickable buttons. And no, I'm not going to click them because I have no idea what they do. So what I'll probably do is do a snapshot of that. There's the Mercy, but it looks like you can't touch that. Yep. So, yeah, there's the speed control. How do you control it? Up and down? There we go. Yeah. So you can control it with the mouse. Now, I wonder if that... Now, that's interesting. So that could be the headlights that I've been trying to find. Now, I do have hazard lights on a button. Okay. Oh, pantograph. You know what? I'm just loading the pantograph. Listen to that. Where's my tram? Where are we? There we go. Let's put the pantograph back up. I got a button for that as well. Look at that. Oh, look at all those people outside waiting too. Sorry, troops. Here we go. Lift them on board. Too busy faffing with that. We know those middle buttons work, but yeah, so I've got a lot to learn. And yeah, as I said, that's part of being in a simulator, learning all the intricacies of it. So there we go, pantograph up and down. Okay, so that looks like the doors are closed. Okay, you know what, let me open the doors and see what they do. There we go. Excellent, okay. Shut the doors. Wait till the beeping stops and then I'll do the release end. Okay, there's the release end. Okay, excellent. So there's a lot to learn here. Oh dear, now I'm going to look at that. So let's reset the view and let's get going. And we're at a red light again. But I hope you guys and girls have enjoyed this. It's definitely probably not something you ever anticipated seeing. And it was probably the same with the bus. I know, unless you're into train simming or bus simming in the first place, you probably weren't aware of those. Maybe you were. But you know, it's not commonplace. It's not like flight simming and racing, car simming, you know, trucks and stuff like that. So I pressed the button twice, never mind. But I've actually got so many buttons on this Logitech controller that some of them aren't even mapped. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got 9 buttons unmapped actually. And oh, there's also what's that one? I can't even read it. Mirror. The mirror button, I don't know what it does. The bell, yeah, don't know what that does or why we do it. And there's a sand button. And we all know what sand does. Helps you get up hills. But yeah, like I said, I'm looking at this on a 50-inch Sony Bravia TV. The graphics aren't that good because it's only running at 1080. And what I mean by that, it's the resolution of the monitor, the television screen. Need to stop here. You know, and it's not the problem of the game or the television. You know, it is set for 1080p, and you do, you know, it's a little pixelated, shall we say, but it's not. I can't read the display to the bottom right, but you know, it doesn't matter. You know, it really doesn't matter. The atmosphere of having a 50-inch television set in front of you, and no, oh. I started going backwards. Well, that was different. Was that a fluke? Huh, interesting. Sorry. Yeah, absolutely, Colonel, yeah. The sharpness of the image at 1080p 55 is reduced. Yeah, totally. When I first tried it with a flight simulator, it looked horrible. They had a game mode which didn't work very well, and all the scene modes and all the rest of it. So basically, me and Murphy, we spent about half an hour going through this, and he told me what he had his television set to, and mine is slightly different, so I wasn't able to replicate it, but close enough. And my eyes are not the best anyway with the glasses I've got. I'm going to opticians tomorrow, not that that matters. But the fact that I can't read those displays is a minor inconvenience, The overall atmosphere you get with a 50-inch TV stuck in front of your nose. Yeah, and you know what, Colonel? I can imagine some of the racing games would be exceptionally good. And what have I got? I don't have Forza. I saw Jay Winnicker was playing that the other day. What is it I've got? I can't remember. See, again, it's been so long. I buy these things on sale. It's the only way to buy stuff on Steam. And, the light's red at the moment. Not red, but stop. And I got this racing sim. I got Formula 1. I'm probably never going to play that. It looked great. I think Luke still was playing it. It looked wonderful. But to me, just too twitchy, too frantic. I like some of the older, again, going back to what I like is the older races from like the 1960s and 70s, that sort of era, with old vintage cars. Not the Formula 1 stuff, like when they were driving the minis, and I've got the game and I cannot remember. Oh, it's going to bug me now. I could look it up, but the only problem with this game, with this simulator, is if you move the mouse outside of it, you lose the audio. So I'm not going to do that at the moment. Assetto Corsa. There we go, Assetto Corsa. Took a while. But yeah, that I love because you're racing, but it's more like you're saying you're in vans or you're in a mini Clubman, something like that, And that on this...
Nebenplatz. Umsteigen zu U1.
I remember this.
2A.
I remember this because it was the only one I could pronounce. Schwedenplatz. But look at the lighting along here. Yeah, and eventually I might get a 4K. Ooh, stop, James. I might eventually get a 4K television because they're dirt cheap. Probably less than what I paid for this, to be honest. I'm doing this so I can see the lights, actually. Oh, we're good to go. Nearly electrocuted myself on the wires there. Let's go. There you go, sitting on the roof. Not a safe thing to do. But yeah, I don't really have the graphics card, and I was looking at them the other day, and I thought to myself, you know what, they're more expensive, but if I want one I need to buy one. I couldn't even get one anyway. And I don't mean off Amazon, I'm talking about like B&H out of New York, and reputable reputable sellers. I couldn't even buy one anyway. And so I've completely given up. And and again, I've got an i4 CPU, an i4 and i7. I always get that mixed up. I've got an i7 CPU, so it does a good job. I wouldn't want to push it any more than 1080p, but in the future, maybe a year or two down the way, I'd like to. Not 4K. I don't need to stream at 4K. I don't need to play at 4K. But maybe the next one up from 1980 by 1080, whatever that happens to be, and not 4K. I think for me, I'm saying for me. I mean, for me with the setup I've got, it does absolutely perfectly. Never been into watching frames either. This stutters. I've actually stopped noticing it, in all honesty. Time is it? Where we got? 20 past 11 at night. Excellent. The wife's fast asleep upstairs. which is good actually. When I was building the rooms in the basement, not only do I have ceiling tiles up, but I put 6 inches of insulation between the floor and the ceiling tiles. So she says she can't hear anything, which is good. Because I know if the dogs could hear me, they'd be probably woofing by now. But look at those lights. That's absolutely incredible. That's a dull moment. Okay, they said Christmas, didn't they? Not winter, they said Christmas. So, this is when I need my Xbox controller. Look at that. It didn't occur to me that's what we're looking at, Christmas decorations downtown. That's one of those moments you go, really? You didn't notice it? Wow, look at that. Outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. Oh, there we go. Advertising Tram Sim. You can't see, you didn't know about it now. Look at that. Oh, there's the moon. I have to admit, Colonel View Up is a developer. I've never heard of them. But you know, it's like a lot of things. People hear about the publisher. But as far as the developer, sometimes they're hidden in the background. You know, if it wasn't for Asobo being so, you know, in people's face with the news and everything, you know, people had probably never heard of Asobo until Microsoft Flight Simulator came along, but everyone had heard of Microsoft. Similar sort of thing, I guess. You know, the developer is like the underdog and the publisher gets the credit. Mind you, haven't said that with RPGs. I've noticed that's different. You know, with RPGs, the developers, Bethesda, they get, you know, that's a name that springs to mind as soon as I mention RPGs. There we go. Shut my doors. Or set the release to end. But look at that. I love it. Christmas decorations are up. Let's go, James. But just as I said, I got this a couple of days ago, and just the short time, you know, 5 hours, 6 hours, whatever it is a short time to play a simulator.
Umsteigen zu 2A. Flughafenbus.
But it's definitely... Oh dear, she's still talking.
Connections to airport bus.
Ah, this is the same route we did earlier. But, I've lost my train of thought. If I was a comedian, I'd say I'd lost my tram of thought, but because we're not on a train. Yeah. Oh, that's right. I was talking about the amount of time I spent it, but yeah, thanks, Colonel. You reminded me. But you know what? It's made me realise, I need to open the doors. It's made me realise that I want to actually spend more time with this one, and definitely the bus. That's my favourite simulator at the moment, just because it makes me want to go back to it, and that's a good thing about a simulator. You know that if you think, hey, I should be playing that instead of this one. Mind you, I say that about Microsoft Flight Simulator because, as I mentioned on Murphy's stream, Shoreham Airport is my all-time favourite, because I did my my VATSIM P1 around Shoreham Airport, you know. So, and the group I was in, they were based out of Shoreham. That was their hub airport, and you know, I don't know, I just got a good connection to it. I know Dangerous Brian. I think he said he didn't live too far, but I'm not sure if it's from there or Elstree. So he's close by too, you know. But yeah, so they released, Orbix released that. I actually have it for X-Plane. And I love it in X-Plane, but I don't know. As I said, I play all of the Sims. And now I'm streaming. The thing about streaming is, and again, you guys and girls will all appreciate it, that it's a lot more than just sitting down and putting on OBS.
Schottenring. Umsteigen zu U2.
You know, I like to try and get things. I'm talking over the lady. Hang on. I like to try and get things organised, like with the start and stop screens and these things. What do you call it? The call to actions, and alerts and stuff. It all takes time, but I think I'm probably 80% there now, because I'm using different screens than I did with the bus, and I want to do that. Did I miss my bus stop? Hang on, tram stop. But we stop here. Here's the button. But yeah, I don't have to do individual screens. I could just say starting now or be right back without it. But I don't know. I like having them individual, just because I like playing around with graphics programs. I'm not very good as a designer, but I don't know. I like messing about with them. It's funny, isn't it, Colonel, to think that everyone in Europe is probably already up or just about to get up. What is it, 5:30 in the morning? I know over here I used to get up at 3:30 in the morning to go to work. And I did that for about 20 years. Yeah, 3:30 in the morning, because I had a 50-mile drive. It used to take about an hour. It was horrible. But I got used to it, You can relax and all the rest of it. So, Colonel says, the core basics of loading up OBS in a game is an acceptable way to get rolling. Yes, but it's all about doing what makes you proud to what... Yet again, Colonel, yep. What makes you proud to do what you do. Absolutely, yet again, mate, you hit the nail on the head. And I'm not going to belittle anybody. I've seen streamers who do exactly that. They're happy, they get a good audience, and everyone's cool. But I don't know. I just like to do like I said, I'm an engineer. I like to try my best and get things, tied down a wee bit better. And absolutely, mate. And I've noticed that you've been spending a lot of time updating your stuff, Colonel, as well. Your screen that you have showing the sponsors on it, and the scrolling text with everybody on it, and your image up there top left. I mean, that looks really clean now, That looks really clean. I bet let these guys and girls on. But, it all takes time. Wow, really? So it's 80 kilometers is 50 mile. So 20s, yeah, probably 60 mile. Wow. Wow, that's a huge drive, isn't it? That's a huge drive. Yeah, I used to do 2,500 miles a month in my car, and yeah, now I'm doing maybe 100 miles a month. It's dropped by about 30 times what it was before, if not less. Right, okay, I need to stop here, James. Yeah, what's strange, Colonel, is that I'd be on the roads by 4, and I had my satellite radio. That was one of the few things that I actually, one of my little perks, I guess I would call it. I'd pay for satellite radio. I'd listen to the old classic radio shows, the old westerns, or the... Shut the door. Or the old detective shows, or Sherlock Holmes and stuff like that. I knew which places the deer would cross the road, and I don't know, I'd have my coffee and donut that I would get. I knew the guy in Quick Trip, the petrol station. It really... Oh, look at the lights. Look at the lights.
Umsteigen zu D. In Richtung Nussdorf, 40a.
Look at those lights. You can tell it's Christmas. That is utterly awesome. Abbott Costello, yeah. Yeah, I need to look into Spotify. It's not an expensive commodity by any means. Bear with me here, my friend. I'm looking to see where I need to stop, actually. Oh, traffic lights. Oh. So there's the warning sign for the traffic lights. That was good. But look at that. I know it's only reflections. But again, I mean, the Unreal Engine. Wow. Completely wonderful. Alright, so Streamlabs bot is working yet again. That's very cool to see. You know what, Colonel? Let me get back to your comments, my friend. So it's... Sorry, the lights are right... Right is good, but I'm not going right, I don't think. I'll wait for a minute. Yeah, Colonel says, wants to redo the social media scroll so it goes vertical instead of horizontal. Yeah, you know what? Whatever works, mate. You know, I've never thought about actually doing it. So whenever it's cropped up. Oh, Discord. Okay, I need to set the timers differently, I think. I was trying to make sure the timers wouldn't overlap, you know, like making them maybe one was on 20 minutes and one was on 30, but then what would happen? They'd meet on the hour, you know, so it was like one would be on 16 minutes and one would be on 22 minutes or something, and then they'd all meet on, you know, an hour and 12 minutes, you know, trying to get them so you don't get bombarded with the Streamlabs bots. It's quite difficult to get them timed right. So what was saying? Yeah, so social media I've covered that. Murph Copes, yep. Abbott Costello, yeah. And that's what I used to like. Shut the door. That's what I used to like about the satellite radio. I've still got it. You know, it's about $14 a month, and I don't drive as far. But you know, when you're in the car for 2 hours a day, just to and from work, it was great company. I'm trying to think of the detective program. Okay? Here's a clue. Dum da dum dum. Okay, dum da dum dum. I'm sure the reason I'm giving you a clue is because I can't remember what it's called. Man, I'm looking at these lights. Dragnet. Yes, that's it. So I'd never heard the Dragnet until I had satellite radio, and I absolutely love it. And let me stop the bus, stop the tram. Absolutely love it. You know, and the wife jokes with me. She says everything I watch or listen to, Sergeant Friday, yeah, is all black and white. You know, like Jimmy Cagney and stuff like that. I just love the old stuff. Hey, Whittaker, you're still here, my friend. You're still awake. Good to see you. Sergeant Friday. Yeah, you know what? We didn't get that in the UK. I'm trying to think what we did get. We got Starsky and Hutch. And I remember me and my sister, every Thursday night in Edinburgh, we'd be watching Starsky and Hutch. It was cool, you know. It was good for its time. Hairstyles and big flapping shirts and all the rest of it, but it was good for its time. Perry Mason, that was another one of my favourites. And in fact, I think when I finish the stream tonight, I'll probably go upstairs and watch one of those. I tell you, you have to love Amazon. You have to love Amazon Prime. But look at those lights, guys. Look at those lights. That's just... You see what I mean? All I need now, you know, a little glass of whiskey, which I don't have, or a beer, which I don't have.
Schottentor. Umsteigen zu U2. 37.
Okay, so the light ahead is clear.
41.
So I'm going to get ready to slow down just in case.
44. 1A.
Oh, we're still good. Oh, look at that. There was escalators down there. Yeah, Dragnet. That is on Amazon Prime. I can actually watch it. Look at that. Wow. How is it? Does it look a little dark, guys? Is it looking a little dark on the stream, or I might need to turn the gamma up because I'm thinking that we're losing a lot of detail, but I'm not sure really. I think a lot of people have left the stream. I think there's 3 of us left at the moment. Okay. You know what, Colonel? You never want to fuss too much, my friend, are you? You know what I mean? It's like you can oh, stop, James. You can nitpick too much with things. At the end of the day, this is a stream about a game that I'm playing, and as long as it's transmitting okay, you know. I think a lot of us are, my friend. A lot of us are easy to please. Look at that. Look, I gotta jump out and have a look at. Can you hear the music? Wait, listen to that. hope you guys can hear that music. It's exceptionally good detail. Oh my word. Where are they? Where are they playing? Look at that. Now you tell me we're not sitting in Vienna, guys. You tell me we're not sitting in Vienna. There is a free roam camera, which I'm not in at the moment. I'm just on an external camera from the tram, which allows me to go further afield. I can't believe it. We're sitting here in Vienna on a tram listening to Christmas carols. Is that not relaxing? You know what, Colonel, just to go to your point, mate, about... I think, sadly, a lot of people are equally easily... Not offended, that's not the right word, because that in itself is offensive, but are easily... Oh, I don't like that, the colour's wrong. Or the speed limit's wrong, or it's too dark, or it's too bright, or it's too light, or... You know, you get the point, you know. And, you know, I can't be bothered with it. You know, I think, were you on that stream when somebody told me that truck simming was boring? And I think my major comment to the chat was, hey, why don't you just not play it? You know, I mean, it's like, you don't need to announce it that it's boring, you know. So, anyway, I digress. Listen to, oh, look at the crossing. Look at the crossing. I probably need to get moving, actually. I really was not expecting that. That was really, really cool, I tell you. That was so cool. Have I shut the doors? Sorry, guys and girls, we're all even later than we were 10 minutes ago. Okay. Look at that crossing. Oh, you can hear it now. Hang on, I'm going to open my door. Let's stop for a second. Where's my door? Oh, that's cab light. Where's my cab door? There we go. Yeah, and I'm finding enjoyment sitting here listening to Christmas carols, sitting on a tram in Vienna. Oh, this is... It's louder now. How cool is that? Man, right, I better move actually. Can I move with my door open? No, I can't. But I'm looking forward to doing a few more streams with this and the bus moving forward. Yep, and you know, to repeat what you just said for a second time, everyone finds enjoyment in their own way, absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm sure people probably find this boring, but you know what? Don't watch it. There's the sensible comment for the stream. Alrighty, let's open this door. I tell you what, I do need to get a fan or something in here. It might look icy cold out there, but this is warm. There's no air conditioning that comes into the room. Sadly, when I built it, there wasn't a ventilator that comes in here. I could have added one, but I'm not really a metal worker. Wood I can handle, electronics I can handle, but metal work, you know, I'm sure I could do it. You know, but folding aluminium or buying it and then riveting it in, I guess I could have done it. But it was, I don't know, it was like an afterthought. Because this room here, and you guys have probably seen pictures of it anyway, this room here was never meant to be lived in as such. And this was supposed to be a storage room. I never even ran power to or a light. This was just meant to store boxes. And so what did I do? Oh, I'm never going to get through here. So what did I do? I actually ripped the walls off to run the power, which I found was a lot easier than trying to feed cable, because I'd already ran 6 inches of insulation, because it's in a basement, leads out onto the concrete. So yeah, so when I'd done that, it was never in.
Umsteigen zu U3, 46, 49,
Where am I going?
48A.
So it was never really intended to be used the way I'm using it now. But I'm rather pleased with it. But this microphone, oh stop! This microphone is so good, it'd probably pick up the fan noises, that's the only problem. So let's have a quick look. Look at that. You know what's funny? Not once have I said, would you look at the state of that? I've managed to I've managed to avoid the two-tone Murphy phrase there. But would you look at that? Man, I tell you. Beautiful. Absolutely wonderful. Yeah, I know people, sorry. Let's get going. So here was my question earlier. So we've got 3 lights across, which means stop. But if I stop here, I'm stopping over the junction. So what I need to find out is, should I stop back there? Or should I stop here, where I'm blocking the junction? It's all back to that, in a simulator you want to do it right, So I'll be really interested to know what the answer for that is. And I'm sure I could find it online somewhere. But for now, this really was getting used to controls. And the new Stream Deck setup. And the new OBS profile. And the new OBS scenes. And the new controller. And the Restream.io, which seems to be working fine. Which is very cool.
Umsteigen zu 57A.
Oh, did I miss a stop? I've been saying that a lot lately, haven't I? Did I miss a stop? I don't think so. Nah. But I might try it. Try putting a fan down here. But I just know that this Elgato Wave 3 mic is going to pick it up. That was one of the reasons why I got this music very, very low in the background. It was just to avoid moments when it was dead quiet and you would pick up noise. But I mean, I've got a pendulum clock in here as well that I stopped, and also a battery operated clock, which is surprisingly loud, ticking away there. But other than the heat in this room, it's not too bad. You know what, guys and girls, bear with me. I'm going to open the door and see if you guys can hear any noise. Hopefully not. So there we go. So I've got the door open now. Thank goodness I got some cold air coming in. But if you hear any noise, please let me know. I will happily close it again. I will sweat for this stream. Not a pretty sight, but if I have to, I will. So JW says, my PC is really loud with the Wave 3, but I set up noise cancelling and noise gate in Streamlabs. Yeah, you know what? Streamlabs OBS, you mean, mate? Yeah, I'm just using OBS Studio because I'm using OBS version 27, which is still in beta. I'm using that at the moment. So I've got my noise. I don't know if I've got a noise gate on it, but I know that I've got noise cancelling on it, which is very, very good. Gets a lot of the hissing sounds that was in the background. So I've got the door open, guys. I'm just going to stop talking. I don't know if you can. You shouldn't be able to hear anything, actually. The air conditioning's running, but we should be good. Yeah, absolutely. And I hope eventually with the Wave software they do add noise cancelling, because I mean, I do like the way you can combine all your audio streams into one, But the problem is again, there's no noise cancelling. There's no filtering whatsoever that you can do on it. So I tend to not really use the Wave 3 other than just take an input, maybe from a web browser or something like that, and shovel that through. But here I've got the microphone just as an input directly into OBS, to be honest. Man, it's getting cooler in here. You know, I think I'll do that in future and then just say to people, can you hear the noise in the background? Because people are good. You know, if there's too much background noise, they'll mention it. But I had the snowball. I better move, actually. I'm sitting here talking. I need to move. Shut the door, James. I had the snowball, and it was the older version, so you couldn't have it on anything other than omnidirectional, and it was a good microphone, but you just could not get it to not pick up all the background noise and the mouse clicks and everything. And it was a really good USB microphone. Do I stop here? I don't know. Let's try the next one. Sorry guys, I'm learning the routes. I'm talking to the passengers here. Look at all these lights around Vienna. This must be what it's like at Christmas in Vienna. Anyone getting off? Yeah, they're getting off. Okay. I never thought I would ever get used to an external microphone, to be honest. Because I've got a headset that has a fairly good microphone, but just the quality, you know. I tried to do all the faffing around that you can do. It just didn't work. I don't say faffing, you know, like noise gate, noise cancelling. Somebody's got their foot in the door. Let's have a look, see here. No, we should be good. Why is the door not shutting? There we go. Yeah, so I could not get it to sound anything other than poor quality. And I tried a wired microphone. I think I mentioned that to you guys before. The problem with it was somewhere in the mains in the basement I've got a ground loop. So instead of it acting as a ground, it was actually acting as an aerial and was picking up mains hum. So what I did was I kept disconnecting one end of the grounds in the basement until I got rid of 99% of it. They're still connected to ground, but they're no longer forming a loop. It's more like a star now. So somewhere along the way I must have connected two ends of a, you know, so it ended up forming a circle, and that acted as an antenna and was picking up mains hum. It's called a ground loop. But even so, I had to put a 60 Hz filter on to get rid of that, and it just wasn't that good. So really this Elgato Wave 3, it's the best microphone I've ever had.
Umsteigen zu U1, U2, U4, D, 2, 71, 2A, 59A.
And I don't know if you guys ever watch The Frugal Streamer. He's an excellent chap. He's made a suggestion. We're good to go. He made a suggestion that the Elgato Wave, what would you call it? The application. I can't remember what you call the thing. But anyway, the Elgato Wave application, that they make it an independent program. You know, so you don't have to have the Elgato Wave 3 plugged in to use it. And I thought, what an excellent suggestion, because I'd love to use it on my other machine. I'll happily pay $20 for it. I do use Voicemeeter. I actually paid for a couple of versions of Voicemeeter Potato on different computers, but it's too much. You know, it does a great job, but it's more than what I need, and it can get confused as well. And if you don't have the prime output source plugged in, I think I'm going straight on here. If you don't have the prime audio source plugged in, then you have to do a reset of the audio on it, which again makes it a little bit cumbersome, shall we say. I mean, I like it, but if they would do the Wave software as an independent application, I would certainly buy it. certainly buy it. So, sorry, I nearly jumped into James Bond then. Yeah, that was a poor version of James Bond, and I should be better than Murphy at that one. But, anywho. So, I see we got a few more people join us on Twitch. You're very, very welcome to the stream. I hope everyone's having a grand day. And the day for me is almost over. It's 10 minutes to 12 and we're relaxing, playing Tram Sim, which is a cracking little game, which I just got actually. Here we go, let's get moving. But yeah, so all my 29 buttons here. Absolutely love this controller. Oh, we are going right. Indicate, there we go. That's an American indicator. You indicate as you're turning the corner. As I said, I'm not familiar with this route in any shape or form. But I'm thoroughly enjoying it. And I hope you guys and girls that are watching are enjoying it as well.
Resselgasse.
Oh, I wasn't even looking. Words that you should never hear from a tram driver's mouth. I wasn't looking. I'm too busy sightseeing. I tell you, I thoroughly enjoyed that downtown. I'm seriously going to do that again. Maybe a little bit later in the morning perhaps. It's 5 to 4 in the morning, sim time. I'm only doing 20 mile an hour. See, I don't know. So we're good to go forward. I don't know what the speed limit is. And I know that in their handbook, they actually... Oh, don't know what that means. Don't know what it means, slow down. There's a yellow triangle there on the right hand side. And the lights are at a red. Yeah, the triangle is the last one. Oh, please stop. Yep, as I said, I don't have an emergency brake set up here. The triangle is the last one that I need to look at, actually. Need to figure it all out. Look at this. Seriously. John's handy. You know, I know with the bus, which is based out of Berlin, that for those of you who've been watching my streams on that the bus is wonderful. And people that have lived in Berlin, do live in Berlin, they actually say how close the bus is to real life. And I'm wondering, I need to go find out about this, because the amount of work that's gone into the scenery here for Vienna, you know, I'm sure they've spent a lot of time to do this right. It's just incredible. And I don't know if there's any other tram sims out there. I mean, this could be a first. This could be the only one out there. I'm going to have to go looking now, actually. But look at the advertisements. You know, it just really adds to the feeling of being in a simulator, in a simulated world. Look at it. I just wish I could pronounce the names of these streets better. People are still getting on and off my bus. Tram. James, you're driving a tram. Man, I absolutely love it. I'm going to press high beam. See, again, nothing. So that really makes me think it's not working. But everyone's got their coats on. They're all staying warm, which is cracking. So, okay, shut the doors. I got an A. Alright, let's get moving. Somebody in the door. No, we should be good. Okay. Oh, what happens? Changes just as about to move. Ah, right, okay. I'm just testing there. I think I didn't press it far enough forward. And that was something else I noticed with this. It's like it's saying this Logitech machinery controller, heavy machinery controller. The joystick in the middle it is solid. I think they use like a rubber grommet, you know, so you're pushing against something, but it's got a real solid feel to it. It's a shame it isn't a bit longer. But one problem that I found, and that was my problem, not the controller, is there's two buttons on top. One of the buttons actually changes the controller to a second set of controls. So if you set it up on, say, control set A and you press the button by accident, you find nothing works. In fact, let me do it now. Okay, so the buttons work, but the joystick doesn't. Okay, so there's two setups for the joystick in this, and I wasn't aware of that. So that's really good. And there's also another problem with the twist. The twist, I cannot get it to program, and if I move right and left, see that's accelerating and braking, which is the same as forward and back. So somewhere along the way, it's recognizing this as a single controller.
Paulanergasse.
I tell you, I'm sure we did not come this way earlier when I did the route before. Mind you, we've got it, oh yeah we did, Erste on the right, I recognise that. But yeah, I mean, looking at those Christmas lights, that's a definite. Alright, where's my yellow stopping spot? Here we go. Okay. And I will look for look at that little lady. Yep, true to life. Stop in the middle of a crossing. Okay. But I think the AI really adds to it as well. Oh, and I've got to stop again. Okay. Okay, you know what I was just trying there? If you try and accelerate forward, but you don't give it enough oomph, then it rolls backwards. That's rather cool. So it must release the brakes. Yeah, look at that. How cool is that? I'm going to keep going. Okay, because that's what I noticed earlier. In the red, so I'm burning up too much juice getting going. That was something I noticed earlier, is I was rolling backwards and I couldn't figure it out, and that's what it is. They release the brakes and then they allow you to move forward. As long as you accelerate fast enough, that is. Or hard enough. So that red flashing dot that's on the left hand screen, nope, not a clue.
Meierhofgasse.
I will look into that later. So flashing green, I'm not really sure what flashing green is. It's another road sign that I've never seen before, to be honest. So there's a priority road sign on the right, just like they have in Germany. I recognise that. I think this is a crossing. Oh, goodness. I don't know. I'm definitely going to have to look at that. It's So is this the free camera? Oh no, this is... Oh, Merry Christmas. Whoa, would you look at that? Wow. Look at that attention to detail. I love how they got these adverts in the bus stations for Tram Sim, when you're already in Tram Sim. I seriously wonder how long this took. You know, I mean, just getting the routes and everything. Forget the actual programming, but you know, going around everything, finding out where the stops were, getting the graphics, or getting the scenery rather. Wow. Seriously impressive work, I tell you, a lot of work. Okay, I need to shut this door. Well, not so much shut the door, but set the release to end. Otherwise I'm never going to get out here. So, I'm going to have to assume that there's flashing lights. I don't know, I'm going to assume I'm good. And the lights ahead are straight on, so get ready to stop, I guess, just in case. Look at the truck, look at the recycling bins on the right. And we're good to go. Okay. As I said earlier, I'm not going above 30 kilometers an hour, because I got no idea.
Johann-Strauß-Gasse. Umsteigen zu 13a.
Okay, for once I've actually stopped at a junction like this, so that's good. So the cars can go forward or left. Okay. Ah, so flashing green probably means it's got to change. There we go. There we go. Excellent, okay. So not only am I learning to drive a tram, I'm learning the traffic lights in Vienna. I wish we could hear the road noise a wee bit better. But that's okay. I've never actually looked at the audio on this, to be honest, but as I said, and I got to you know, it's funny, the other day I kept saying so, and like, okay, so, you know, I said that. Today I seem to have picked up another mannerism that I keep saying a lot. As I was saying, but hey, you guys have been streaming a lot longer than me. I put it down to still learning. That's okay. There we go. So 4, like I said, I think is the curbside cam. Oh, look at that. How cool is that? Ah, did you see the guy's brake lights come on? Sweet. Oh, daydreaming there. So this is absolutely wonderful. It's just past midnight, and I have to say that this time has gone so quickly. I'm probably going to. Oh dear, this is that.
Bitte seien Sie achtsam. Andere brauchen Ihren Sitzplatz vielleicht notwendiger.
I was letting her finish talking. So I'm probably going to stop at the next one. Now I know we didn't do this. We definitely did not do this on the previous journey. I'm glad I got it set for 30 kilometers an hour, otherwise I'd be hurtling down here. And the thing about this, there's a name for it, starts with a U, and it has its own different signalling system. So we got the 2 greens, we're good. That means we could do up to 30 kilometers an hour. 2 greens were still good. Yeah, these are like 4 aspect signs. You've got 2 green and 2 amber, and depending on the state of those depends on the speed limit you can do. Wow, so we're underground now, guys. So as I said earlier, this is going out to Twitch and YouTube. I appreciate everybody and coming along for the journey, as they say, and for those of you that are watching this later on Twitch or YouTube, it would be great if you want to hit the follow button on Twitch. And I can't even remember what it is on YouTube. It's been so long since I did anything on YouTube. I think it's subscribe, I think it is. But feel free to hit either of those buttons if you want to. If not, hope you enjoy the stream regardless. And I'm daydreaming. I need to shut the doors, get moving. Yeah, I do need to look at that button on the bottom right there that's flashing, bottom left that's flashing. See, I'm hitting the high beam button and still nothing, so I don't know what that does. I'll have to figure out a way to report that as a fault, I think. But it could be the fact that I don't even have the lights on in the first place. You know, these could be side lights perhaps, I don't know. But I'm enjoying this audio that's coming through. Hopefully not too loud on the stream. Okay, so... oh, still 2 green. I saw the yellow at the bottom. Right, so we got a green and a amber. That was an amber. I think that means 15 kilometers an hour. And again, I need to check on these. I had a quick scan of it, but by no means do I know what I'm doing with these underground signals. Oh, we got a red. I know what a red is. So the little arrow pointing towards the right shows we've got a green. Oh, let's let the door open. Alright guys, I guess I could open the doors manually, but I've got it set so that they can open the doors themselves just by hitting the door release. And I'm just looking at the frames missed due to rendering lag. We've got 13 in, what have we got, 630,000. So I think the streaming setup is okay, adequate at the moment. It's actually set, I think, like 2.5 megabit. And again, I'm just leaving that for now. I remember talking to Colonel Fork a while back, who was suggesting like 5100 or 5.1 megabit. But I don't know my setup well enough for streaming, so I'm just keeping it this at the moment. It seems it works okay on Twitch. Oh, shut the door, James. There we go. It works okay on Twitch, but YouTube, it's probably going to show as a 1280 by, was it 720 video? But you know what, again, I'm happy with that at the moment. Everything's all just getting tested. But I'm going to have to have a look at this myself just to see how the graphics look, which is probably a good thing for streaming this onto YouTube, because again this is going to show up. And you know, I think, guys and girls, because I have no idea, I don't think there's a map in here. I actually have no idea where the last stop is. I really was not expecting to be doing the underground. Really was not expecting to do the underground. So what we're going to do is stop here, release, open the doors, let everybody out, and I think I'm going to call it a day. Actually, I'd like to thank everybody for joining me on the stream. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you can join me on another one. And that beeping, I wonder if I can open the doors. Oh, that beeping. I've just closed the doors. Let me do a release end just to get rid of the beeping. So, I want to thank everybody, as I said, for joining me on the stream. It's been a fine couple of hours. I've enjoyed it. I need to learn a bit more about the signalling and all the rest of it. But other than that, I hope I've thoroughly enjoyed it, and I hope you do too. And I hope, thank you, Colonel. You're still awake, my friend. I keep forgetting you go to sleep about 2 o'clock in the morning. It's very kind of you to stop by. So, and I'm rabbiting on here. So take care, everybody. And, oh, motion sick. I'll catch everybody sometime soon. Bye-bye now.
It's plain and simple, dear. I'll still be here when you're gone. You gather souvenirs, but I will never be your pawn. Your pawn. Your pawn. My love was in ever again. I lay my cards out on the table. There's nothing to gamble away. My love.